Hello everyone, welcome back to Stardew Diaries. Um, we here are we are here today with two guests that practically begged me to let them be
I,
here. I'm just kidding. We have Kairos or Lupus and Krome, which plays Sekna. This is a pre-recorded recording, whatever. A pre-recorded video because it's very rare that I have people available in the morning. So here they are.
Hello, everyone. I am here because Kuko promised me monetary compensation.
I don't earn anything from here, anything from this.
I'm here because I wanna listen. I'm a good listener.
No, you're gonna talk. Um, when does this finish? Anyways, our topic for today is actually going to be about love languages among friends. It doesn't always have to be like love, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right?
true.
So go ahead, Crumb. You go start.
Mm-hmm.
One of my most misinterpreted love language is teasing. I had this one female friend who often got pissed at me because I teased them too much. Senior high starts with a V.
Wow. Yes. Um, as for me, my love language is quality time. That's literally the easiest one. Um, I love, I hate not doing anything meaningful, and if it's something like just to simulate or cope, it should be something fun or like thought provoking. I hate spending time with another person watching movies that doesn't have any sort of like uh like feedback after the movie, you know?
Intention to talk about the movie.
Yeah, or like
Yeah, like
or like just watch the movie. Like I hate
Yeah.
those kinds of
blindingly.
people, Like they
No
just watch the
reaction.
movie and it's like, no, oh, it's done.
Yeah,
I
I should
hate
have watched
that.
it alone then.
I hate that. I absolutely hate that. Like everything should have a meaning for me. That's my take on quality time. Like, if you're playing a game, then that should be meaningful to both of you. Yada yada yada. Um, but yeah, that's one of mine. Go ahead, Kairos or Lupus.
Mine will be words of affirmation. I really enjoy like complimenting each other and stuff, especially one time in school where I kind of like someone vented and I actually listened to them and gave them some pretty good advices in especially in love life. So yeah, and we made some close bond together, especially now that he also listens to me stuff. And guess what? It's not a classmate. It's a
Mm.
teacher.
Oh,
Oh wow, you
most of
giving
most of
advice to
most of
teachers now?
yeah, it's like, yeah. Like
what a
it's all
plot
gonna
twist.
be okay. It's all gonna
Hey.
be okay. Just because the something bad happened doesn't mean the good won't happen. And yeah, kind of like or comfort each other and stuff right now.
Sorry to be a
And
Debbie. Sorry to be a Debbie Downer, but like, words of affirmation don't work for me at all. Like,
yeah,
like saying stuff like it's gonna be fine, when I'm stressed out, like I'm gonna like turn to face you, like how is that going to help my problems, like because I'm normally a very grounded person, and whenever I have issues, like my strategy would be head on, like facing the problem head on. I think it's a waste of time trying to console me because the best way to make me feel better is to solve the problem. Anything that's not doing that is just a waste of time.
Also, is that really words of affirmation? I thought
I'm
words
not
of
sure.
affirmation are like compliments or stuff. I mean,
You're
they
doing
correct.
definitely work for
great.
me.
You're
Now
doing
when
great.
when someone tell me like, "Hey, you're gaining weight and some muscle," that definitely boosts my ego as a very
Words
slender
of
person.
violence.
You're gaining weight. You're fat.
As a slender person, okay, I'm a twink.
Meanwhile,
So
I'm
yeah.
trying to get rid of all my fat. Um,
I'm fat.
You're losing weight.
And
How does
actually,
that
you
make
know,
you feel?
I mean, it kind of depends. Like, it depends if it depends on the context, I suppose. But for me, I'm not particularly like. I guess if I'm stressed, like that words of affirmation isn't going to work. But um, sometimes it does feel nice to be recognized. Like especially if I worked hard on something. But I'm not really sure because I prefer something else. Like in my interpretation, receiving gifts doesn't always necessarily mean um, like it has to be something physical, right? Or maybe I actually am going towards what's that thing again? What's that acts of service, right?
Yes.
Like it doesn't have to be like some sort of service. Like I put in effort in our D&D games. I really appreciate it if you guys put the effort back. I guess that's quality time, but I'm not sure. I think that's quality as acts of service as well. Not sure. How do you guys interpret that? Maybe it doesn't fit in any categories.
Okay,
Uh, I think
I,
it's quality time.
I think it is quality
yeah.
time. All right. So I guess it's still quality time, but when I have problems or issues, I'm not really sure like if how I feel about what's this again? What did we talk about?
Words
Like
of
words
affirmation.
affirmation.
Words of
I
affirmation.
don't think it really works for me too often. My
Yeah, I
experience.
mean, we all have our top love languages. It's more on the lower side in my end as well, but it's nice. But like,
I
it's
like
not our
being
main ones.
alone.
But hey, if it's your main love language, Kairos, it's okay. We respect each
Yay.
other's love language. Do you like receiving words of affirmation as well, or do
Yep.
you like more giving it?
I think it's equal. I also like I enjoy teasing too.
I see. Oh, in my case, as also sometimes I'm not good at receiving words of affirmation. Like
Yeah, same.
oftentimes when I'm receiving compliments, I think like, okay, this person is teasing me. What's your problem?
Small
Like
did
when
that very
someone say,
recently, right?
"Hey, handsome," what's this person's problem? Something
Uh,
on my face?
Small did that very recently, right? That's actually genuine. Like I'm not sure how to process this, like kind of emotion. Maybe it depends on the person and how it's delivered. Because if you
Or how
tell
close are
me, um, "Oh, you're doing so great," like, you're actually like one of the cutest person I know in the world. Like that doesn't sound too genuine for me. Even though that the intent is like positive or good, I'm it doesn't feel. It depends on the context, I suppose. But like it
Yeah, it's like
doesn't feel
teasing,
genuine.
right?
But
you?
yeah,
Like the
and
intention is to make you flustered.
I hate teasing. That's not gonna help me. Um, I'm not sure how to apply it or give it an example, but I'm also pretty terrible at saying words of affirmation, or sharing words of affirmation, because I prefer action. Like I prefer doing something for others. And speaking of that, one of my love languages is acts of service. The one I give out to others. Um, like in D&D, I can put in a lot of effort for in our D&D, to give you guys quality time. Again, it feels weird because I do think it's still like some like mixture of acts of service because you're doing something for someone else, right? But you're also giving them like quality time. It's like
I guess
going
acts of
out on a
service.
date and you also bring a gift. Like it's like two in one, right?
Like it's a give and take thingy.
No, it's more like combining two love languages into one.
Mm. I have to admit though, I like acts of service too. I mean, I like helping people.
I'm also not good at receiving acts of service love languages because as a Leo, I'm very like, prideful. I don't often like having or what do you call this? Utang na loob. I don't
I
like
actually talked about that already.
owing people favors.
Yes, owing people.
But like, yeah, although it's natural for you to like, okay, this person is nice. I want to reciprocate or return back the favor. But like, yeah, I think it's more like less emotionally taxing. Like when you do, when you don't give people the opportunity to do you a favor when you can do it yourself, you know? Just oh well, maybe it's because it's all about context, right? Being from a family who's always what do you call this? Remind you that you owe them for, raising
Right.
you,
Right.
giving you this and
Oh.
that. I guess I developed that kind of personality of not wanting to receive acts of service, to not
Hmm.
feel in debt to anyone.
As for me, the reason why I'm not particularly good at receiving or giving words of affirmation or actually like receiving gifts is that like I'm a very grounded and practical person. I don't like receiving gifts because most of it is like vanity, like rings or necklaces or whatnot. I prefer gifts that serve value, like to my daily like life. That's something that would be useful. So I'm not like it's very difficult to give me a gift. The safest option are food because it's good, like it's nice, and I don't I eat it and it nourishes my body. Um, and I don't have to keep it around and like you know something like that. And actually, a little fun fact: like me and my partner are about to celebrate our fifth anniversary this weekend. Even if the actual date should be on the 22nd, we're busy during weekdays, so we're gonna spend it during the weekend. I actually told him that I asked him, "Are you planning on giving me a gift?" And he said yes. And okay, so I now have to give you a gift as well. How much are you spending for your gift? And he said about 1,500 pesos. Okay, so I'm gonna look for a gift that's about 1,500 pesos. Like
Exchanging gifts.
I'm just that direct. I don't really care about the gift. It's just, um, I'm very practical in that way. It's weird, right? But it works for us. Like he's not a particularly materialistic person either, based from what I know, and I'm not a particularly materialistic person either. And if my thing is quality time, I prefer spending time with him, even if it's not exciting. Just spending time with him is important. And I'm noticing that you guys aren't necessarily bringing up the other love language
Physical.
because
Oh.
neither of
Not
you are
yet.
in a relationship. But I'd like to hear your thoughts on it.
I like do you know that thing where you put your
Why?
arm
Where are you
something?
going with that?
No.
Putting your
Put your
My
arm
thing.
what
some
now?
no the someone's elbow or something like you lock there like that. I forgot that term and it's in Bisaya, but like you just hold, you just put your arm on the other arm and lock it, like bashi bashi like that.
Oh yeah, like
Just physical
besties.
contact, just regular physical contact. Actually, Chrome knows that I'm not a particularly physical person either. Despite knowing each other for such a long time, I think we only hugged for about like 3 times in our entire
Yeah,
lives.
indications. I can't even remember those three
I
times.
mean, I think one time like in one graduation or whatever, but I can remember that did we hug when I left
Oh yeah,
when
yeah,
I moved out?
yeah.
I think we did. I said that
Mhm.
this is probably the last time we're gonna be seeing each other for a long time, and I think we hugged then.
During a walk, yeah.
Yeah, during a walk, on my last walk.
Oh
Um,
yes.
that was very sad. But yeah, so yeah, that's one example, right? But I'm not particularly physical touchy. So, and in my relationship with my partner, I am very physically touchy. But only indoors. Like whenever we're outside, it's actually a bit weird to hold hands sometimes. I do feel weird.
Oh,
Um, but I like it depending on the context. But if there's like too many people or like it feels inappropriate, like let's say we're in front of a church, like um I
Good
wouldn't want
luck.
to like hold his hands. But it's something that we haven't necessarily tried out too much. I do like it. It's just something that's weird and we're not too familiar with it. So it's not something that I may not like. It's just not something for me. Behind closed doors, though, we obviously like the traditional couple stuff, like holding hands and like kissing on the cheeks and stuff, and just cuddling and stuff like that. And we had the option to start moving our tables to have our own separate tables, but um, we're not sure if we want that. I think we like sitting next to each other but it is a bit of an issue. Like let's say like today, like I'm recording something. If he sat next to me right now working, it would be pretty inconvenient for him to just hear me yap and yap and yap next to him. So it is something that we, consider, and I think we enjoy like sitting next to each other and being close. Sorry, that was a long spiel.
I mean, it's okay. It's
No.
it's nice, but for me, in the contrary, I think I might be able to be on board with that physical touch if it's in public. Like, I'd appreciate more if it's taken as a gesture. Like, ooh, holding hands in public. Damn, that's a statement. As a gay person, right? Like, boom,
Yeah.
holding my hand in public. I
Aren't you
appreciate
aren't you
that.
bisexual?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, by gay I mean queer, and by queer I mean not straight. Okay,
Oh my
but
goodness.
yes, I'm bi.
Okay, okay.
How about you, Kairos?
I'm a physical touchy person. I like being pet and hug. That's it. Especially
Oh,
friends.
is it
I'm
your
not a
second love
physical.
language?
I'm not a
Huh?
physical touchy person. I like being pet and hug.
I am a bit.
Love being ravaged by the
Honestly, I
No,
flesh.
feel like
no.
you haven't tried it out yet. I mean,
Me?
yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it's something that you might discover eventually. Do you like touching other people? Okay, that sounds weird. But like,
Okay,
Okay, that
no.
sounds weird. Maybe like
do you imagine
up
touching the
by.
person that you have a crush on right now? I know you have a crush on someone, so
Yeah, of course.
oh well, there you go.
Do you know the akbay or something? I forgot the Tagalog term for it, but yeah, I enjoy that when walking and just put your arm on someone's shoulder or something. Forgot that term, but yeah, that's all. But I know if you understand that, then of
Yeah.
course I want that.
So if I were to rank myself, I think quality time is definitely the first one, both on the receiving and giving side, and then acts of service is number two when I wanna give it, and then for number two, okay, this is gonna be confusing. Let's just go through it like giving first, giving. So quality time, acts of service, um, giving gifts, and then physical touch, and I forgot the last one.
Words?
Words of affirmation. I'm horrible at giving words of affirmation.
When was the last time you complimented with someone? Like nice
That's
hairdo.
I
genuine.
don't remember.
Theodore's
I don't
improvement?
remember. I guess yeah, Theodore's improvement, but it's very very rare, right? Um,
Yeah.
it's
I
very
mean,
rare.
it depends on what you see, right? How
I mean,
can you give
I mean
words of affirmation if
Theodore is playing very well in our campaign, like most of for the most of it. But it's very rare that you guys hear me compliment him because I think
Probably.
you guys know. That's the thing about me, like being a tuner, right? Like you guys know that I care about you guys. It's just I'm
Mhm.
not particularly good at saying it. It feels very
It's
weird
not
for me
like
to
you're
do so.
great or something.
Yeah, it's like you know, uh, I don't I don't say that you guys are playing, but like that was a fun session, guys, and that's just my way of saying that you guys did well, or something like that. I don't say it directly. Like,
Yeah,
do you
that
guys
was a
want
fun.
me to be
No,
more?
no.
No,
No, no, no,
I
no.
could
You're good.
try because the thing is, I have a very different vibe when I'm a DM and like when I'm just chatting with you guys. Like, Theodore knows this. Like, when I try to speak like more soft or more like caring, it sounds so weird. Like, oh, Theodore, you did so well today. Oh, how you did so good. You remember that scene? Oh, I love that scene. It doesn't fit
Okay,
me.
shivering.
It does not fit me. Huh? Right? So yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's me. So that's my giving. How about you, Chrome?
If I were to rank the love languages, my love languages,
For
first
for giving.
is first is quality time for sure, for sure. As a person who grew up pretty much alone. Now, context. I grew up more with friends than family, so I'm more like a friend person. So
Hey.
yeah, all the quality time in the world, watching movies, playing games, and yeah, having meaningful conversations. I love someone extending the creativity of something. Mind
Mm-hmm.
what is it? Brainstorming. Is that a love language?
I
That
think that's
is.
quality
That
time.
is quality time. Yeah. And second is hmm one of the things that I appreciated was gift giving. I received so many wonderful gifts from my very wonderful friends,
Actually,
from you, especially from you. Like,
yeah. Actually, I thought
what?
gift giving would be a lot higher, but because you're actually one of the most thoughtful friends I know. Like, you always whenever you give gifts, it's always like straight to the feelings. When it takes a bit to know what I want, and I don't think you've ever given me a gift that I didn't like. Just so you know, do you remember that friend that I have that freaking gave me a rosary, like the prayer rosary,
Ah,
the
yes.
beads. Like I
The-
am
Yes.
an I'm not an atheist. It's just I'm agnostic, and it's
Yeah, yeah.
why
Not
would you
the.
give me this? I mean, I'll
I can
I'll
change you.
I'll
Is
keep
that
it,
okay?
but
Change?
like I'm not sure. We're best friends at a time, like that person and me. But like, why would you give me this?
It's just so funny when he bought that for you. This cross reminded me of you.
And honestly, it was like set up like in a very nice box. Like it's not like those traditional ones that you buy like in markets. It's a special one. It's very well made, and it's like again, it's sealed in this like very nice posh box, and it's a rosary. I thought it was like a necklace or something. Like ooh, but like
Pendant
it's a
of
rosary. Like it
of a
is
game
supposed. I
or
suppose
something.
it is a necklace, but I'm not sure if you put that on your neck.
Yeah, I shouldn't.
I've never seen anyone wear a rosary on their neck. But yeah. Sorry, I cut you off there.
Yeah, it's okay. Again, I received so many wonderful gifts. It's just like the notion of getting to know a person and consider what they like. I remember the first time you gave me my first celestial key in a box from Fairy Tale. Remember that? You and Mikey. I think
I think
you.
I still have mine in my childhood box. However, it has rusted so much. It's no longer. It's not gold anymore. It's bronze or whatever it
Why
is.
did you buy that again? Is it from a
Comic
trip
Alley
or something? Oh,
in one of the malls that we went
I
to.
wasn't able to go or something. So
Wait,
yeah.
celestial key like Aquarius's key in anime
I
or
have
something?
Sagittarius. Someone bought me the arrow,
Yes.
which is
Ah,
actually
okay.
pretty pointy. I could stab someone with that.
Wait, you have a
Okay.
Sagittarius key? I also have a
Yeah.
Sagittarius key. You gave me it.
Wait. I think
So
I
we
have
both
the.
have
No, no,
arrows.
no, no.
You have Aquarius, I
I
think.
have Aquarius. You're right. You're right. Sorry. Why would I'm not Aquarius.
I'm not a
I
I'm
I
not a
became I
Sagittarius.
became an Aquarius though. I feel like, right?
You're a Sagittarius.
I
Why give me the
but
Sagittarius
I mean,
thing?
Sagittarius are really fun to be around and like very explorative, whatever word that is. But like like they love exploring. They're very outgoing and like very fun to be around with. Am I fun to be around with? Quality
You
time is
are.
my number one. What did you say?
You are an honorary Aquarius.
What did you say, Lupus?
Yeah, yeah, I enjoy. Especially the end bark.
So you're saying you enjoy my games?
Of course.
Okay, who's fishing for words of affirmation now?
No,
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 no.
I'm
I'm
giving
kidding.
an example of how I take words of affirmation. Like, like, oh, you look nice today. What did you say?
What did you say? What did
Excuse
you
me?
say?
I didn't fix my hair and I still look good. I, you're encouraging bad behavior.
I don't appreciate your company.
It's not like I
Uh,
worked on it or anything.
Continuous on the route. VN choice one.
So,
Oh,
quality time, receiving gifts or giving gifts. What's next?
what's next is recently I've been appreciating acts of service. Like there's this one coworker. It's not a crush, I swear, but as simple as holding down the elevator door. Okay, that's maybe I'm just marupok. But it's not even close to closing. Why are you holding it out for me? Anyways, maybe so. Wait, what's that? Quality time, gift giving, words of affirmation. No, wait. What's the other ones? Words of
Physical
affirmation.
touch
Yeah, physical touch.
and words of affirmation are what you're missing.
Okay,
Giving.
so maybe third is words of affirmation because
Wait,
still
but
Leo.
but you said quality time is first. Second is giving
Gift
gifts.
giving.
And
Third
third
is
is acts of service.
nah, scratch that.
Okay,
I
never
like
mind.
words of affirmation more. Just
Yay!
tell me that I'm developing my pecs. That's already good.
I haven't. You're working out. I actually just started working out very recently, so I don't want to bulk. So my partner's suggestion was I just so normally if you wanna bulk, you wanna work routines to failure. So you keep trying until you literally can't move anymore.
Mm-hmm.
My routine is the opposite. I just need to like do a set of sets, and I should not make my body feel sore because I
Oh.
only need to tone, not to build. You know, if I do it too much, I start building muscles too much. So it's quite interesting. My routine. It only takes me about less than 30 minutes to do each routine. So I only started this week. My entire body hurts.
Home workout.
Yeah, I home workout. I don't
Have you been
need.
walking again?
The thing is, there's our neighborhood isn't exactly like a nice place to walk around on. Like it's very like cramped. It's I'm in the city now. Like I don't live in a nice neighborhood anymore. Like or an urban
Right,
neighborhood.
right.
I'm in the city. Like I go outside. It's like beep 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 beep.
Watch it.
Very
Yeah, I'm
busy.
not. But there are parks around here that I could definitely go to. But I'm actually just really tired. Like during weekends, I just want to stay in. I don't want to go out necessarily. So, I did try to build the habit of walking home from work, and I did that straight for a week, and that did feel nice. It's just I'm walking in the middle of a highway, a main road, and there's just so much smoke and
Oh, that's overstimulating.
I mean
Especially
I
the
could just
noises.
wear earphones, but it's just I don't like smoke and dirt. That's one of my main rules when it comes to walking because when I walk I sweat, and when I sweat and there's dirt around, pimples. Pimples, 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 acne. And
Breakout.
I actually have a few right now, so I still get acne. I'm 24. Stop, buddy. What are you doing?
You're young. You're the baby of the group.
How about you, Kairos?
I agree. Pimples? Nah, I don't have one. Oh wait, the love language.
Rank them.
Okay, so yeah, mine will be words of affirmation,
Physical
assurance
touch?
stuff, complimenting, and that's on like a turn. I think next is quality. I love quality time, especially hanging out, talking, yapping, etc., beating people in games, and physical, physical, yeah, stuff. Doesn't have to be like but yeah, hugging, hand holding, what else? Akbay akbay. Forgot the term for that in English. But you just put your arms in someone's shoulder. I enjoy that.
Akbay.
And akbay, yeah, akbay.
In my opinion,
And
though. Oh, sorry. Sorry.
go
Yeah.
ahead.
No, no, no. Finish it.
My fourth will be acts of service, cause as a butler, no, no, I really enjoy helping people, especially in small stuff. Like I know that I can do this, and I wanna be the person that give and take. Not it's not necessarily give and take, but if I saw someone like who's always working to their best, I wanna help a little too, especially if it affects me or benefits, not benefit, it affects me. Like in our campaign, I wanna help too, even if it's a little. That's why I enjoy writing the summary. And next will be giving gifts. My take on this is that I'm a very, very weird person if it comes to giving gifts. Like, oh, I saw a balloon with lights. I should have that. Oh wait, a
A
card.
balloon with lights. I'm not sure that is very safe because
It's
But
lights
not.
emit heat and balloons have helium. helium is very
I know
flammable.
it doesn't float. Like one of those
Oh,
you saw the party where you go like there's
Ah,
this balloon
yeah.
wrapped.
Transparent
I
balloon.
oh.
like I enjoy watching those lights inside a balloon. And yeah, like for example, oh this rock reminds me of Coco. I should give it to him.
That's sweet. I
And
would appreciate that.
Ooh,
here you go,
a
Coco, this
skipping
orange
stone.
rock. Ah, this snake reminds me of Chrome. Here you go.
Ooh,
I love
Like yeah.
snakes.
a skipping stone in the water.
This
Yeah.
bullet reminds me of Grayson. Here you go.
Yeah, that's my take on it. It maybe it's even if it doesn't have any monetary value, as long as it's valuable to you or valuable, enjoy it. And yeah, what are you gonna say, Kuko?
So, in my opinion, love language, I don't necessarily like, and the same anything that categorizes people in a box, like in terms of personality and behavior.
Mm-hmm.
I I'm always on the fence about it because I think people are a lot more,
Yeah,
like
complex.
unique and complex than and just so unique. Like for every person, any like theory or something like ENFPs, like personality types or whatnot, introvert, extrovert. I think those are all just guidelines. So just a message for anyone because in my life, like even though I prefer quality time, there's a lot of moments between me and my partner where I genuinely just want to prefer to be alone and just play games, and I don't need him to be around, you know. And would that count as acts of service if he leaves me alone, right? It kind of gets
Yeah, being
obscure, right?
considerate.
So
I consider.
so I think it's definitely like a spectrum rather than like a
Yeah,
definition.
it's not linear.
And I think in my perspective, life is just finding that right balance of what you need and what you really want. It's never going to be something that like Let me give you like an example. I actually wanted to do a deep dive on this, but like I'm ENFP, and ENFP's weaknesses or strengths are actually being creative, being passionate, being um, like I'm very very empathetic. ENFPs are the most introverted extrovert, and the weaknesses of ENFPs are they're easily distracted, they are overstimulated, they're very passionate, but they also lose passion very quickly because they want to move on to other things. So when I started realizing that and like feeling that those are my strengths and weaknesses, I started doing the opposite. I started learning about the reverse of my personality type, and I think that made me a more grounded, more healthy, and like it took away my flaws, and like I became like a balance. So I'm not ENFP, like I'm an E/I, F/T or whatever, but I'm like a mixture of between. I think that's a very like healthy way to live because I got rid of my emotions. I can swap between ENFP and INTJ very very quickly. Sorry, that's my spiel. Sorry, sorry about that.
I mean, it's a good message. We are
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
complex beings. Nothing is set on stone. Set
Yeah,
in on set
and
on set to stone.
don't use those as excuses that, oh, I'm ENFP, I'm easily distracted, I'm
Yeah. So,
Yeah, I
sorry.
agree with that.
Like don't I really don't like that. And it's the same for gender, right? Like people change, people just because you identify in a certain like gender. Let's say I'm gay, like I'm not gonna go outside the house wearing like booty shorts or stuff like that. I'm still a very masculine man even if like I'm gay. There's different shades of all sorts of like identity that you can find online, and just finding what works for you and like making most out of it. Like I'm ENFP again. There are a lots of like articles or self-help books that teaches you how to become a good ENFP, and I think that's why I don't like reading. I don't like learning from books or videos. I prefer experiencing hands-on because my experience is different from other people's experience. Um, and yeah, so that's pretty much it.
Very libertarian. I like that. Learning doesn't mean in the school. I love that.
Anything you would like to share? Love
Mm,
languages?
Nope.
Um, in
Nah.
love. Oh, speaking of love languages, even though I rank my wait, what? When? How did I rank my physical touch? I
Fourth.
just wanted to
Third.
share that I'm a very bad hugger. I have some close friends who are big on hugs, and when you hug me, I'm like a fish out of water. Okay. I
By the
tend to
way,
not to hug you back.
Theodore is a hugger. Or well, at least he's nice to hug. At least for me. Um, although Chrome, when I'm sorry to say this, but I do remember when we did hug, I felt like I got stabbed
Yes, by my bone.
by your bones. I do remember that. I just didn't bring it up.
You pick a bone. My
You're very
elbow,
bony.
my rib.
Your
Bony in the sense that
elbow.
he's
I
thin.
mean, actually, I I remember now in school we're always sat next to each other. You're left-handed and your arm always hits my desk. Like while I'm trying to because I'm right-handed, so our arms always bump into each other and like yes, maybe that's, maybe that's the reason why I don't like physical touch.
The trauma from my hand.
Trauma from your elbow.
Yeah, from my elbow.
You keep hitting my arm, especially when we're eating. I hate
Ah,
sitting next to
yes.
you while we're eating. Your arm just flail
I
around. Why do you eat that way?
I'm a bird.
Like
I
a
have to
chicken.
spread my wings. But yes, I'm being mindful now. I've noticed it also while eating with my coworkers. Invading their space
I
while eating
honestly
lunch.
feel like you do it intentionally to me
No,
because
not
I don't
you.
hear anyone else complaining.
Because they're not vocal, or maybe because I'm not. I don't sit with anyone else often.
But we always sit
But
next to each other.
yeah.
But yeah.
slaps the
Um,
elbow.
I'm just not very like touchy with friends. And I had experiences that kind of made me more traumatized. But that's not for this video, honestly. But yeah. Anyways, I think that's a wrap. It's already 37 minutes for this video, unless you guys want to like open up another like anecdote or story or whatnot.
Um, Not for me. But dang, the time goes by so fast in
Really
your
quickly.
dreams. Like
And I must
Yeah,
what?
it's
say, I
already 1 a.m.
we play D&D a lot, but honestly, you guys are really good conversationalists. You guys should maybe we should do a podcast or something.
Is this is our first debut
They
Debut,
podcast?
huh?
they
Just you guys are just chilling in my diary, right? But yeah, so I guess if that's the case, again, sorry, I'm so sorry for the people, but this is pre-recorded. It's actually a Friday right now, but
It's a holy week.
this will be uploaded in on Saturday. I hope you guys are having a good day so far. I hope you guys are, if you're Filipino, hope you spend time with your family during the Holy Week. Enjoy the long weekend. If you are working and not able to get a long rest like me, like I'm working during holidays, enjoy your time.
emphasis.
Make use of those rest days. Play some games or talk to your family. I'm actually I need to call my parents very very soon. So just keep in touch and like you know or spend time with friends if your family isn't if you're not very particularly close with your family or your family is like mine like little fun fact, my partner's dad always chat him like every single day, and my
Dang,
parents barely sends me any
nonchalant.
messages. Very nonchalant. And one time I did call my mom, and she was like, "Coco, not now. Can we do this
I'm
another time?"
playing
It's like,
Sims.
yeah, it's something like that. Like, yeah, I'm enjoying myself here. It's like and like it's stark difference like between him and mine. Like they just raised me to be very independent and yada yada yada. That's why. Anyways, so hope you guys are having a great rest of your day and
Yes, I
enjoy the
hope you
rest
guys feel
of
Stay
loved.
your weekend.
safe.
I hope you guys feel loved. I hope you
Yeah.
guys have quality time. I hope you guys get gifts for some reason. And I
Get
hope you touch someone.
rosaries
I
during
hope you
this holy week.
I hope you touch someone.
Imagine.
If you can't touch someone else, then
Touch,
touch
Touch
something.
yourself.
touch your feelings.
Touch your
Touch yourself.
feelings. Receive some gifts. Rec- go out there
Yeah.
and receive some gifts.
Spend some quality time with your local priest.
Say words of affirmation to your teachers.
Your God.
Say words of
Teachers.
affirmation to your teachers. Um, tell them that they did a great job. Actually, one last anecdote. Back in the day when I was doing job interviews, there was this one person who interviewed me, and I don't know, for some reason I thanked her for having an interview with me, and I told her, that was a great interview. You did a good job." And like, I don't know why I said that. Like, that's isn't that very weird to like
Affirming the
affirm the
interviewer. Hey,
interviewer. Like, but
you
I
did
know
your
there
job.
are people too. But like, I think very odd, right? To
Yeah.
you did a good interview. Like, that's very odd, right? It
But I
was so
feel like
funny.
that impacted that interviewer.
Maybe,
You
hopefully.
pulled some heartstrings for sure. Or maybe they just got weirded out. Okay.
Yeah. I remember most of my interviews are just me being myself. Like, I don't hide stuff. Like what I said, like, do you guys have a good social energy in your office? Like, I always ask that question. And I feel like those may not be the most professional kinds of questions, but I hope they appreciate like that I think about those kind of things. Whatever. But yeah. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so
Bye
much.
bye.
Live,
We've been
laugh,
Mark,
trying
Mark,
to
love.
say
Mark, Mark,
goodbye for 3 minutes now.
Mark, 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 Mark,
Bark,
Goodbye.
bark, 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 bark.
Mark,
Alright,
Mark,
I'm gonna
Mark,
go
Mark,
sleep
Mark.
in game. That's the tradition. Oh, I level up with mining. And it's been
I
saved.
level up a
Yeah.
lot.
Alright.
A lot than
It was a good
aspects.
session.
Is that the end
It
of
was
the
a good session.
stream?
That's the end of the recording.